The United States will not be dependent on any other country for the energy we need to...
This nation will never use more foreign oil.
America must get to work producing more energy.
No security for the United States in further dependence on foreign oil.
To replace more than 75% of our oil imports.
We've talked and talked about the need to end America's century-long addiction to fossil fuels.
Energy is the lifeblood of our nation. It powers our cities and industries, shaping our country's economic growth. Yet, in the early 2000s, over 60% of the United States' energy came from foreign sources, revealing that our energy security was at risk. The most important change in America in the last 20 years is its advancement in clean energy technologies and reduced reliance on depleting natural resources. Enter the Energy Independence and Security Act of 2007, a landmark legislation that helped secure a diversified and sustainable energy future for the nation. The act, known as EISA, was signed by President George W. Bush in December of 2007. Its main features laid provisions across 4 sectors: transportation, buildings, industries, and research. A pivotal stride in transportation, the law increased corporate average fuel economy standards to improve vehicles' efficiency.
So they've released new requirements for greenhouse gas emissions and fuel efficiency for cars, SUVs, and pickup trucks.
Also, the Renewable Fuel Standard mandated the blending of biofuels with traditional gas to yield lower greenhouse gas emissions. In terms of buildings, higher efficiency standards were introduced for energy usage, lighting, and appliances.
Starting today, a federal ban on incandescent lights goes into effect. Only energy-efficient LED light bulbs. They last up to 50 times longer than incandescent lights.
In the industrial sector, EISA addressed the modernization of America's aging electricity grids. Additionally, it provided grants for research and development to encourage new technologies. The money, time, and effort poured into these various initiatives served as catalysts for America's sustainable and secure future. EISA facilitated America's transition from a major energy importer to a net exporter by 2019.
Now, for the first time in 65 years, we are a net exporter of energy.
According to the Energy Info Administration, total energy imports have declined since 2007, enhancing national security and reducing foreign dependence. The once prominent reliance on fossil fuels transitioned to an increased use of renewable sources, doubling since 2008. I talked to Valerie Volkovici, a Reuters reporter, on how this has decreased emissions.
U.S. greenhouse gas emissions are coming down. It's coming down in the energy sector, and that is in large part due to the decline in the use of coal. There's been really a very quick adoption of renewable energy, and that's definitely where the biggest growth has been in the energy sector, solar and wind.
This shift toward a more diversified energy mix has helped lower America's carbon footprint. Companies have also been taking steps in decarbonization to adapt to new sustainable standards.
I recently did a story about Cleveland Cliffs cutting its greenhouse gas emissions in the United States by about a third within a 5-year period.
The law also provided subsidies to the private sector, resulting in a huge surge in the production of electric vehicles that shaped a new era of eco-friendly transportation.
The auto industry is undergoing a major shift towards electric vehicles.
Major indeed. The Biden administration is projecting that 2/3 of all vehicles in these United States will be electric by 2032.
I talked to Mayor Joshi to hear how he has used grants to encourage the use of electric vehicles in his town.
In Edison Township, we had multiple grants, and we put in different EV charging stations throughout the town at no cost to taxpayers.
The increase in EV manufacturing has also helped create the battery belt of the South.
We're seeing in the southeast of the United States, states like Georgia, Alabama, a lot of those states are embracing tax credits for battery manufacturing for electric vehicles.
Evidently, EISA has had positive outcomes. according to the EPA, there has been a remarkable 53% decline in greenhouse gas emissions per dollar. However, some areas continue to need improvement. For example, our grid modernization plans remain a work in progress.
But just making greener electricity isn't enough. We have to be able to move it. To do that efficiently, the U.S. will need a new interconnected high-voltage grid.
Also, there has recently been an increase in energy prices.
From diesel to fuel oil, energy prices have skyrocketed. Households will pay an average of $1,359 on energy bills this winter, the highest in 25 years.
The success of the Energy Independence and Security Act of 2007 marks the most significant change in America in the last 2 decades. It paved the way for new policies and reshaped our nation's energy landscape. As we stand at the intersection of past achievements and future challenges, the law remains a cornerstone, acting as a testament to the power of legislation in creating a more sustainable future for all.